Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to Pioneer. So we're still in the Urin system here, and today we are on Richard's mine at a place called Zalski Port. I think that's how you can say it. I don't know. Anyways, today I actually got some bunch of news. Some good news, some bad news, some worse news, and some okay news. In, well, no particular order. Let's start with the good news. The good news is that after having worked a whole bunch and done actually a whole lot of in-system trading here in this system, I have enough money now to buy a new ship. Yeah, and luckily enough, this starport, there is a skipjack for sale. Right now, it's something I've been wanting to. Oops, not the pumpkin seed, the skipjack. Something I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while now. And we've actually got enough money to buy it and do some outfitting. You know, because you can't just buy a ship, you gotta outfit it as well. A lot of green ships here. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna outfit this, and I'm not particularly fond of this paint job, but we're gonna have to do some experimenting. I've got a few ideas, but I'm not entirely sure how to do it quite yet. So that's the good news. The bad news is that, unfortunately, I am experiencing a bug at the moment. I suppose you could call it a white noise bug. And it has to do with the mouse steering. So when I try and steer with the mouse, depending on where the mouse ends up, the game, or the thrusters, freeze up, and the game starts to play this incredibly annoying white noise sound that increases in volume the more you let it play. And it's probably the thrusters being played over and over again, the sound effects for the thrusters, but it just breaks the entire game. You can't control with the thruster, with the mouse. You can't control with the keyboard either once this thing happens. So, the past, I don't know, couple times I've been playing this game, when we've been playing, I've been using the autopilot because it's not possible to play with manual controls like this. Once we change systems, once we jump, this bug should fix itself for a little while, but until we do that, right, we're stuck with autopilot. And there's still actually a fair amount of profit to be had here, so I'm a little hesitant to leave just yet. But you know, we don't leave, the bug doesn't fix itself. So, well, for the time being, at least, we're gonna do some manual controls, autopilot, I should say. We're not going to be doing manual controls. The okay news is that the worst news is not related to Pioneer. We'll talk about the worst news in a little bit, but the worst news is just kind of annoying. But nothing Pioneer related, so that's not a problem. Anyways, enough about news. Let's get a ship. Let's get our new ship. So our skipjack. The skipjack's a medium courier. It's a surprisingly big and heavy ship. So I'm not entirely sure how we should go about outfitting something so big and so heavy. But before we outfit it, we actually have to buy it. So let's make a purchase. Buy ship. Yes. Here we are. Our skipjack. This is nice. I like this. Look how big it is, though. And there is our numbers. That's okay. OU 3903. Let's see. Our ship information. Yeah, we have to rename the ship too. So I've given the ship a few ship names, a few well, thoughts, looked some stuff up. And I think for this ship, at least once we get the paint job done, we will call it the Nebelcrow. Why the Nebelcrow? Just because it sounds kind of cool. No real reason. Nebelcrow is German, I think. It's a kind of crow. Believe it's called the mist crow in German. And that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? The mist crow. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's kind of cringe-worthy, but you know what? Whatever. It's a video game, alright? Who cares? So anyways, here's our ship, the Nebelcrow. We still have to get some equipment for it, though. And unfortunately, this station here, Zawelski, is only tech level 5, so it doesn't really have a whole lot of equipment. Right, we can upgrade the hyperdrive. The hyperdrive is something we got to look at. And buy some of the basic stuff, right? So we'll go ahead and pick up some atmospheric shielding and an autopilot. We don't want to pick anything else up, though. At least not yet. I want to grab some shields for this, but they don't have any for sale. And I'm definitely thinking about scoops and weapons and stuff. Definitely want to go with lasers for this, but right, they don't have the big laser here. So I think that's all we can do here for the time being, at least. Let's see. Sensors. Yeah, we do want to grab a radar. So we've got all this stuff. Right, our ship is now at least a little space worthy. Oh, clipped into the ground there with the camera. And what are we gonna do? Well, we can go over to Ting. Ting here is a tech level 12 port, and Caballero is a military outport. So we've got a lot of choices when it comes to places to equip ourselves. Right? We sold our computer, so we don't really know what's what, our trade computer. But I know that this port exports fertilizer and Ting imports fertilizer. So we're going to set Ting as our navigation target and buy a bunch of fertilizer. So we've got all the gas we need. So let's load up on fertilizer. We can buy 140 tons of fertilizer. We are a poop carrying machine. But that should make us a fair amount of money. So let's go. Gotta be careful because I don't want to use the mouse to steer just yet. Let's see. Keyboard to point ourselves up. And there we go. Speed ourselves up a bit too. So, right, autopilot. I think this is the first time in a video done autopilot. Not particularly exciting, to be honest, because I'm just sitting here talking while the autopilot does the flying. Thanks, autopilot. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I could definitely use the autopilot to multitask, right? And do something else and use the autopilot to fly around. But that kind of defeats the purpose of the game, doesn't it? If you're not gonna fly, why play? So, yeah, I'm not fond of it, but we really don't have a choice at the moment. So I think we're getting close to Ting. Are we getting close to Ting? There it is. We are doing the whole maneuver around the planet thing. So while the autopilot does its thing, let's talk about the worst news. So I am I don't know if I would say fan, but I enjoy playing Elite Dangerous. I enjoyed playing Elite Dangerous. I haven't played it for a while, but I do keep up with the news surrounding it. I was watching the Thargoid War go on, and since I mostly am a space trucker, or in the case of Elite Dangerous, an explorer. No, I loved exploring in Elite Dangerous. That was a lot of fun. Oh, and we are here at Ting, so slow time down back to normal. But there was some Elite Dangerous news that I heard the other day that was kind of disappointing. Now, I move about as fast as a snail, so this news might be old by the time I get around to getting this video out. It might turn out to be nothing, but, at the time that I'm recording this, it's not nothing. So we sold our fertilizer. Now we've got some money. Well, we already had money. Oh, that Vatakara is nice. I like the black on this. So we are going to buy a shield here. And we buy the shield because sometimes when we take off, the ship will bump into the ground or bump into this landing pad, and we take a little bit of damage. If you noticed in some of the older videos how my hull was almost always at 99%, that's because we would bump into things as we left planets, left starports, and yeah, the shield, our single shield here, will help alleviate that, because any more bumps and scrapes will first go to the shield before they go to our hull, and that saves some hull repair. But yeah, Elite Dangerous. Oh, before we go to Elite Dangerous, let's buy some stuff. Fruits and veggies. Right. This has been a very profitable commodity here, but we've run it into the ground. Right. This purchase is probably, it gets rid of that export status from this station, which is okay. We spent a lot of money, we made a lot of money trading it. And Caballero imports not only fruits and vegetables, but also grain. So we'll come back and get some grain from Ting as well. So let's leave. Let's go to Caballero. Our shields are charging. So yeah, Elite Dangerous news. Apparently, Frontier Developments has started selling ships in Elite Dangerous for real money. And that's really disappointing. Oops. Oh. Okay, no bug yet. But yeah, that selling of real money, ships for real money, is just really, really disappointing. You know, in part because, you know, the transactions, the microtransactions that the game already had were already huge turnoffs for me. It really rubbed me the wrong way to have to buy any kind of cosmetics with real money. Even though you'll find a lot of people say that, oh yeah, they don't affect gameplay in any way, so I'm okay with buying cosmetics with real money. That rubs me the wrong way. You know, there's no reason players should have to buy cosmetics with real money. That's perfectly fine to buy with in-game money. Let's slow down a bit. Okay. And now they start selling things that actually do matter for real money. You know, I hate to say it's a slippery slope kind of thing, but it is. Right? You allow cosmetic transactions, cosmetics to be sold for real money. Eventually, you're gonna get more things, more important things, sold for real money. And that's what Frontier has done. And by Frontier, I mean the developer, Frontier Developments. Okay, so we're here. Let's sell. Right, so that's now a minor import. That's okay, there's no exports in the system. So, we'll gas up. Gas costs a lot more, doesn't it? So we're here, let's grab some equipment real quick. We'll grab the bespoke thrusters and the trade computer. We still got 140 tons of free space. So for now, that's okay for equipment. I mean, we really didn't need the trading computers, but those bespoke thrusters are nice. So let's go back to that original place we were at, because we can make some money there. Take computers or farm machinery. Or metal ore. You know what? Before we do that, let's make a save. Okay. Now let's go ahead and buy some farm machinery. Wish I knew how much farm machinery the other place was buying. Hopefully, we can sell all 140 tons of this. Okay. Alright, we still got 20 tons of equipment space left. Yeah, Frontier Developments. I think they are not going in a great direction. Oops, forgot to set our targets. They are not going in a great direction with this selling of ships for real money. You know, it's this selling of ships for real money is one of the reasons that I have been avoiding Star Citizen. Star Citizen. Wow. How much money are they going to make by selling those ships? You know, I can understand why Frontier would want to do that. Because you look at their main competitor. It's not even a competitor at this point, because Star Citizen hasn't been... it's not out. But the next closest thing to a competitor that is Elite Dangerous is Star Citizen. And they've made a ton of money selling ships. It's horrible. And now Frontier gets in on it. You sell the new ship? Alright, great. Here's a great new ship, the Python Mark II. And, oh no, wait. You're gonna have to buy it with a premium currency. I mean, you don't have to buy it with premium currency. You can wait 3 months. But there's no reason to wait 3 months. And 3 months of video game time is... that's a long time. Demand. Oh, good. Okay. Not a whole lot of profit, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Pick up a poop. Gas up. We go back to Ting. It's just... oh, it's so frustrating to see a game that... oh, our gear's down. See a game that you enjoy go down the path of macro transactions, this selling of things that actually do impact the way people play games. And cosmetics, believe it or not, cosmetics do that too, right? Cosmetics creates an economy of haves and have-nots. Right? You see these players and their ships, and oh wow, that looks so cool. How do I make my own ship look like that? And oh well, I have to spend real money on it. Oh, okay. And eventually, that leads to this. Well, you have to spend real money to buy this ship, or you can wait 3 months. Now, it's not good. It's not good. It's bad for players. It might not be a bad business decision, but I am not on that business side. No one who plays the game is on the business side. We are all players. Alright, not corporate suits, not stockholders. We are consumers. And selling ships, selling cosmetics on top of... oh crap. I forgot to set the target to Caballero. Too busy talking and not enough attention to the game. Whoops. Oh, a mini heart attack there. I think the autopilot's gonna smack me into the planet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a bad direction for Frontier to take. it's frustrating to see the game that I enjoy, even if I'm not actively playing it, go down that road. It's really, really disappointing. But, right, what can I do about it? What can anyone who plays the game do about it besides say, hey, this is bad, I don't like this, right? Vote with the wallet? Sure, but you're still playing the game, right? You've still spent money on the game. You still bought it. So, I mean... there's very little change, I think, that players of a game that does this kind of thing can affect. Right? You quit the game, great, you still spent the money to buy it. You don't buy it, well, okay, you're still playing the game. I don't know, right? And it's frustrating. And that frustration for me is the bad news. It's the worst news. And there's just nothing to do about it. You know, I should have checked how many computers were in need at that station. So anyways, alright. We'll stock up on farm machinery again. Gas up. Oh, we did gas up. And we'll head back over to Zalewski. There we go. We made a bit of money here. Profit's not great, but right, it's funding our equipment, so that's good. So for equipment, in terms of equipment, what I am looking for is we need a new hyperdrive. This ship is big and it's heavy, so this class 4 hyperdrive isn't going to take us very far. The problem... Why did that... Oh, I forgot to change the... I forgot to press enter, didn't I? Bibble crowd. Bibble crowd. Okay, there we go. The problem with these hyperdrives is that the higher class you get, the heavier they get. Right? Class 4 is 25 tons. When we put down, we'll take a look at the class 5. There's the equipment market. Class 5 is 60 tons. Right? It's double, more than double what the class 5 was, what the class 4 was. Similarly, class 6, although we can't buy it at this station, is almost double, or is double and then some of the class 5. And when we only have a limited amount of, and well, we've ruined the farm machine market. Computers, they only need 89 computers. 520. That's not a great profit. So when we try to equip something so heavy, like a class 6 hyperdrive on this ship, we lose out on a large amount of equipment space and cargo space. And the heavier the ship is, the more fuel it requires. So it's really not feasible, I think, to put a class 6 in here. Let's see. All avoid 390 tons capacity. So 140 tons. That might give us 40 tons of cargo space. It's not a great choice, unfortunately. No, I might have forgotten to buy gas there. That's okay though, because we've got a big gas tank in this thing. So when we land at Ting, I'll take a look at the hyperdrives real quick. But I don't think Class 6 is going to do it for us. Right. And we could go for military drives, but military drives are overly expensive. And there's no way to refuel mid-trip if you're taking a long route. So, I'm thinking we can ignore military drives at the moment. Coordinatrix. Does it have a paint shop? No paint shop. So yeah, there's the Class 4 military drive. Look at that. 214,000 credits. You know, only 13 tons, right? It's about half standard Class 4, but oh, it's so expensive. Class 6, see, right? Class 6, 130 tons. 130 tons. Right, so we'd end up with just about 40 tons of cargo space left in our ship if we went Class 6. It's too heavy. I'm still even reluctant to put a Class 5 in there, but we need the Class 5 because otherwise the hyperspace is going to take too long. So, either way though, we've still been making some money, right? So, that's good. So what I'm going to do, right, since I've been talking for way too long, too much talking has made this overly long, so we're going to call this a day. And in the meantime, we're going to continue to autopilot around this urn system and make some money. Then we're going to use that money to get our equipment, shields, and maybe, I don't know how many shields we need. That's one of the things I need to experiment with. How many shields is enough? I don't know. We're going to get some shields, maybe some more shields, a laser, and a radar, a targeting computer. Because with this ship, now we can do some combats. Once we buy the laser, that is. And then we'll do some combat missions, or at least some delivery missions that might have combat. See where that goes. I want to get a scoop too. I forgot about a fuel scoop. I might get the combo scoop since we still got a lot of space here. But that's for a different day. For now, we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching if you've lasted this long. Thanks for listening to my whinging about Frontier and their terrible decisions. But yeah, thanks for listening. We'll see you all later. Goodbye.